Right now is 7:13, and the fight for clean air in the South Bronx, decades in the making.
Before I moved here, my daughter did not have asthma. She had no difficulty breathing or anything.
Aberly, the Bronx mom who moved to this South Bronx neighborhood 2 years ago when she won a housing lottery, says she's now regretting that decision.
It's frustrating knowing that the quality here is bad, and that caused my daughter to now be diagnosed with asthma.
On Community Close-Up with our Jay Dow, a look at how decisions from generations ago are still impacting children's health today. And Jay is now joining us this morning with a lot more. So Jay, good morning to you. Good to see you as always.
Good morning to both of you.
Taking us inside the South Bronx right now, often called Asthma Alley, right? So kind of give us an idea of why this kind of nickname for this area kind of came about.
Well, you know, before all of us were born, you know, there was a person named Robert Moses who was designing the highway system for our region. And the South Bronx is literally encircled in a ring of highways. And because of that, you have tractor trailers that are driving around this neighborhood 24 hours a day. The congestion and all of the other implications of that kind of traffic, that kind of industrial infrastructure in that neighborhood basically just pours pollution in that neighborhood nonstop. And as a result, you have some of the highest asthma rates in the nation in that neighborhood. And what you have now is a grassroots community effort to do something about this. There has been talk in Albany at City Hall about trying to address this. We've been reporting on this for a decade. You know, for all of the time that I've been here, 14 years at PICS, we've been talking about asthma rates in the South Bronx. And now you have community residents building air purifiers from scratch, using Black & Decker fans and cardboard boxes to hand out these air purifiers so that people can put them in their apartments to add a chance at getting a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, you share one mother's story in particular.
We do, and it's sad because it's generational. She's a Bronx native. She grew up with asthma, diagnosed at 8, and now her 4-year-old daughter also diagnosed with asthma, both of them walking around with inhalers.
Yeah, and what's being done then to fight this?
Well, you know, we're doing this piece in recognition of Earth Day, and South Bronx Unite has already handed out about 100 of these homemade DIY air purifiers, and they're handing out a couple of hundred more on Earth Day. So this story is not just about continuing to raise awareness about the respiratory and asthma issues in the South Bronx, but it's also about trying to raise awareness to what is happening, what South Bronx Unite and other organizations are doing to kind of address this issue.
Yeah, can I ask about the DIY component to it? Like, can the city or the state do anything to give people actual air purifiers that aren't DIY?
You know what? The irony in all of this is there is a congestion pricing angle in this. You know, congestion pricing on paper, when we were doing all of the reporting, it was supposed to, of course, reduce congestion, which in turn would reduce pollution. But data from South Bronx Unite, who put up 55 of their own air monitors, shows that pollution has gotten worse in the year that congestion pricing has been in effect. So yes, we reached out to Governor Hochul, because she was obviously a major proponent of it, to find out, hey, what's going on? What do you say about all this data? We have a response from the governor's office. They came back with their own data. It's all in the piece. We are very excited for people to draw their own conclusions after watching this story.
Well, we look forward to hearing more about this, Jay, in Community Close-Up.
Yeah, sorry, old time. Now it's 6:30. And we're excited for everyone to see it. We've got a great roster of stories this evening, and we're excited for everyone to see the show.
All right, good stuff. Always good to have you here. We'll talk to you in the next hour too, okay?